Good morning. My name is Rachel Allen, and I am an integrative lifestyle coach. And I am moving toward, we all are moving toward, I should say, the end of this year. And one of my clients had said, are you going to do, I usually do a solstice workshop or something around the end of the year in terms of gathering completion and in terms of creating space for newness. And that's traditionally what the solstice is about, which is December 21st. And so knowing that this year was, let's just say, galactically intense, yes, universally, individually intense, a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of opportunity for personal growth and development. Some took that opportunity, and some may have felt with everything that was going on in the world around us, maybe shut down. And so I thought what I would do is I would create just a 5 video series, which would offer 5 important questions that would invite you to take a look at what feels incomplete this year and what is the opportunity as you move into the next year. And for some of us, I know for myself, when I look to things that feel incomplete, I can come up with excuses. I know sometimes I can come up with ways that I divert my energy in ways that pull me away from what is most important for me. And so when I do those things or allow those behaviors to happen, what happens is a sense of less self-esteem, a lowered sense of integrity. There's little things that are minute or minuscule. We say that 1 degree shift, 1 degree shift, 1 degree shift becomes just a complete evolution or move away from my original direction. This year there has been, I can say, I started a challenge around the time that my mother passed away, a 6-week challenge, and that was one of the greatest things that I did for myself because that momentum, or that started the momentum for me in terms of fitness on a different level. And then of course Mirabelle has me come back part-time, so it starts a momentum in the direction of the things that I love to do. You probably see an animal tag. Well, you don't see an animal, but you see my shirt moving. I have a new puppy dog. So when I move in the direction of things, I'm going to invite him up. Just 1 second. When I invite, life to happen, and I go ahead and I don't react, but I respond, or I take stock and I take a look at the things that I feel progress has been made in, and then better ways or other ways that I could be doing better, I guess I could say. It's really important for me to mark those and to become accountable to those. It's not always an easy thing to become accountable to someone or a way of being, because we, as a culture, I think, especially seeing it this year, we've become very codependent in our own behaviors. We think, and many times people who work with me will say, I can hear Rachel say, be gentle. Being gentle is always important in growth, and yet at the same time, it's not being so gentle that I allow myself continual days of moving in the opposite direction that keep me from making progress in my goal, my vision, whatever it is that I'm moving toward. And I think that's where the confusion can sometimes be. I'm being really gentle with myself and good. And when is the next time that you're going to take action in the direction of? So I think the first question that I'd like to propose in this video, being video 1 of the series, is I'm going to say, what's the biggest goal that you were moving toward? Maybe it was a New Year's resolve. Maybe it was something that was at the beginning of COVID. Maybe it was something as you went back to work as Tucson opened up. Whatever that is for you, maybe the town that you're living in. What is it for you that you maybe were too gentle with yourself and did not pursue, did not get after, did not effort toward, that you now sit at the end of this year thinking, I had the time, I had the resource, I had whatever it was to move in that direction, and I did not. I'm going to encourage you to put pen to paper, which means really journaling. Some people say, Rachel, can I type it out? No, there's something that really happens when I put pen to paper, which I do daily. There's something that moves the head to the heart and the heart to the pen, through the pen. And that pen to paper allows me to gather insight and it starts to flow. Know that nobody's going to read it. Nobody's going to, you can only share the highlights. You don't have to share the whole gathered truth, but gather what you can from that. And after you write about the thing that you wished you would have moved toward this year, ask about how you're feeling about it. Sometimes we don't move toward a goal or a vision because we've been called in another direction. So there's no missed opportunities ever, right? There's just always greater clarity. And sometimes the reason we didn't move in the direction is because more was being revealed also. So ask for that insight as well. So what is it? What was the thing that I was to or could have moved toward this year that was not moved toward? And is there a greater clarity around that vision, that purpose, or that idea? How am I feeling about that? And what can I do to make it right? So is there an action that you can take just maybe now? Maybe today, maybe next week, whatever that is, that can allow you to feel like you're moving in the direction of that original purpose or desired outcome. And I think it just means becoming accountable again and showing up to yourself, because ultimately I am the only person that I can become accountable to, and that's where my self-esteem and my integrity comes from. I can't expect somebody else, like a trainer, to hold me accountable, a life coach to hold me accountable. They may ask or inquire, but guess what? I'm the one who must sit and stare at my belly button, or go hit the trail, or do my push-ups, or do the things. It's literally what they say. And I've heard time and time again, it's not what you do when they're watching. It's absolutely what you do when no one's watching that allows you to feel in alignment and feel the best. Because this year was, like we said at the start of this, an opportunity for all of us to grow. And some of us grew together, some of us grew apart. I know what I get to do at the end of this year for myself in terms of grief loss work, and I invite you to just become an open vessel over these next few videos just to see what it is that allow you to feel more supported, stronger than ever as you move into 2021. Another great year ahead of us, another great opportunity for us to become more alive, more awake, more conscious, more selective in terms of what fuels us, what animates us, and what allows us to feel absolutely in love with life. So as you answer these questions, if you have questions, if you would like more information about any of the work that I do with individuals, feel free to call me, message me, check out my website, integrativlifestyle.coach, integrativlifestyle.coach. There's also a YouTube channel, Patreon videos. We have all sorts of good stuff going on right now, and my goal is to continue to put out product, always open to feedback, things that work for you, things you'd like to see more of, and any questions that you have as you move forward. Peace and blessings. My phone number is 520-270-0409, 520-270-0409. For those of you who celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. I know it begins this evening. And happy holidays, everybody. However you celebrate, may this year be more meaningful than ever. Peace and blessings.